Hey YouTube, it's Princess Diana. I just want to come in real quick. Smelling good is important too. Okay, thank you. Smelling good is very important. Please. I just came from the gym. My nose is very sensitive. If you're anything like me, you understand. Like when I get a whiff of a person just walking by, I can feel your heat, all that stuff, like that funk. I rather smell when you walk by, there's a breeze, okay? Everybody. I walk by, there's a breeze when I walk past a person, and vice versa. Anybody walking past you that's a full grown person, more than likely, you're going to feel a little bit of a breeze, okay? Honey, please take you, wash. We call them a wash up. Some people say bird baths, or if you were a little sweaty, before you left work or whatever, hey, nothing wrong, no judgment. If you sweat more than the average person, you probably need a detox, but do what you gotta do. Like, take you a shower real quick. It doesn't have to be that long. Take you a 5-minute quick little shower. Get everything. Use a small towel. Some people only know about body towels, honey, I'm gonna tell you. Get you a doggone, we call them a rag. I'm from down south. I am African American. That's what they call us. From down south, honey, we use rags. That towel. And then put you some soap on there. First off, put the water, some warm water, right? And then you're gonna rub the bar of soap around in that towel. Or you're gonna get you some body gel. Put your body gel on there first, body wash on that towel. And then wet that towel with some warm water. Okay? And then I want you to take and just scrub your body. Scrub each section of your body. I would say, I really need to pay attention more what I'm doing. At least maybe like 4 to 5, maybe 5 times. Maybe like 6 times real quick. And it doesn't take that long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Get them underarms. The underarms and stuff like that, you might have to do that 10 to 12 times. Do what you gotta do. So that you can smell good. Use warm water. And when you get done, if you want to use cool water, once you get done cleaning yourself out, then you can finish up with cool water. Use that warm water because it's going to break up the oils and different things, sweat and all that stuff. Whatever's been your germs, it's going to break that stuff up. And then you're going to be exfoliating with your towel. Or you can use a loofah or those exfoliating cloths. Do what you got to do. Please. And if you're not stinky and you got keep your little cologne or perfume on, body spray, just spray a little bit. So when you come in there, when your wind comes past me, because you walk past me, I'm gonna get that little wind, then you will smell it. I can get a little fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Don't please stop violating people's noses. Y'all, it is disgusting. I'm holding my breath. I can't hold my breath and work out. That is not cool. Stop doing it. Stop coming in the gym stinking. It's a grown person. It's a grown person. It's funny because the gym that I go to, sometimes it'll allow the kids to come in there. Not kids, but like teenagers. They can come in with their parents, right? Their guardian. Yeah. And I've yet to smell a child or a teenager, which I consider a child, stinky. But yet, there are some people that are adults, they come in there stinking. I ain't gonna say stinking, I'm gonna say stinking. Cutting up, y'all. I'm from down south, so you gotta get used to this, you can say vernacular, but my accent. Y'all, it's disgusting. Very disgusting. So I just want y'all to do better, and I'm about to go into this car wash, so. But y'all, I just want to talk to y'all about that. That is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm about to go into this car wash. But y'all, what do y'all think? Like, what do y'all experienced or whatever? Have y'all had to experience the real stinky people in the gym? Like, what is up? Like, you're gonna probably sweat. I don't sweat as much as I should in the gym. I'm gonna go harder. I'm gonna start going hard. I'm taking my time and building my endurance up, my strength up, and everything like that. But I'm gonna get back to it, to really start training hard. But like, have y'all been smelling people just, just disrespecting your nose? Hold on, y'all. And y'all, I think that I just went through the car wash. Maybe it won't get too loud. At least bring your soap, okay? I'm not a fan of not using a body towel, but if you don't have one, not in agreement, but I understand some people don't use they don't use body cloths or washcloths, that's what it's called. And that, to each his own on that. I don't know how you're getting your front and your back area well. So I want y'all to think about it. If you don't use a washcloth, which is nothing wrong. Look, if you have a thing to wear in your house, I get it. If you have a washcloth, why don't you, if it's that serious, because you're gonna clean it. You got doggone Lysol, and I think Clorox has a brand where you can disinfect your towels and everything, and you feel like, oh, it's not clean enough. I get it, I understand. You can, if you don't want to keep buying them, why don't you, if you got a nice family, why don't you, if you can sew, you can put your initial, everybody's initials or something, or name on the towel or something like that. Or you have this person has 5 or 6 towels, and you have 5 or 6 towels, and y'all just wash them, and then you'll know whose towel is whose or something. Or you get blue, I get red, you get yellow, something like that, so you'll know. And I get it, but honey, when you can get in the crevices, your hands and your fingers can't get in all the crevices of your body, okay? Not to be vulgar, but just use your imagination. We have crevices, corners, and nicks and crannies. Our fingers can't get in those areas, okay? But your bath cloth can help. It's textured for a reason, okay? It's knitted a certain way for a reason. You got smoother ones. You can use that if your skin is super sensitive. You have the more harsh ones. I like the more harsh ones, and they have the ones that have a more harsher side and a smooth side. Those are cool too. But I like to exfoliate. But anyways, y'all, yeah, just, honey, take a shower, a quick 3 to 5 minute shower, real quick. Just hurry up, man. If this, you don't want to take 5 minutes, give me 3 minutes. Just get in there, let that water run on you for a good 30 seconds. I would prefer maybe a minute. And, make it warm. When I say warm, it doesn't have to be hot, And then, put a little lotion on when you get done. And deodorant. And just come out. If you don't like colognes or perfume, that's fine. Put you on, get clean, put your deodorant on, and you can come on out with the rest of the world. And we'll be so happy, that when you're sweating and stuff like that, you don't smell bad. Just think about it. If you are already smelling stale, and you got a little funk going on, and you're gonna start getting musty. I'm in the grocery store the other day, and this grown man, he was musty. I don't know if he works hard that day or not, but he looked very relaxed. Looked like he might have been at home all day. Why are you musty? And what musty is, if you don't know, it's the stinkiness that can come from, usually from the armpit area. You have to exfoliate those areas. Exfoliate any area. Like under the arms is very important. Your whole entire body is very important to scrub it with soap and water and a towel or a loofah. Or you guys try to use your hand, which is amazing, and kudos to you. But if you're just using your hand, I don't want to say we're smelling you, but I just want to say, and everybody's body chemistry is different. Some people don't sweat as much, and some people aren't. I don't want to say it's stinky, but that is a thing. You know, some people, they need, our skin is a major organ, right? So just like we have all the other major organs, the way our body functions, if everybody's body functions differently, right? And let's say somebody needs to detox their kidneys more. There might be somebody who needs to detox their lungs. I guess lungs is a thing that you can detox, and liver. I hear a lot of liver and kidney and colon cleansing, detox or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of areas that you can detox or that might need more filtration than others, and depending on what their body has going on, right? Your liver might be working very well. I might need to, detox my liver a little bit more or whatever, So with that being said, if something in your body needs to be detoxed, then the other organ might take on, let's say you're eating a lot of junk and whatnot, and you're not sweating it out, you're not moving around, so your lymphatic system, which is your skin, can't even help. So it's gotta filter somewhere. So when you do sweat or whatever, or you can just be sitting around, whatever. I don't care if you're just sitting around during the day. If you've been sitting around all day, you might still need to freshen up. That's what my grandma refresh. Get that towel and get that soap and some warm water and just in the front and the back area, you know what I'm saying? Down low. That's what I'm talking about. Down low, front and the back. Get those areas. That's your body. You have to take care of it. You have to be responsible for your own body. And take pride in being responsible and taking care of your own body, because you never know one day what could happen. And some people are not able to take care of their body. So appreciate your body for what it is. That's all y'all got, y'all. You come in this world, you get a body. Take care of it. Because even if you're young or younger enough right now to move around freely, do for yourself and stuff like that, you have to appreciate that, y'all. Be thankful for the body that you got, because it literally takes care of you every day, regardless of how you feel. Happy or sad, your body literally takes care of you every day. And if you're feeling bad, I want you to start drinking better, drinking your water, maybe drinking get you some more natural electrolytes. They have all kind of stuff in the Whole Food stores, or whatever vitamin store you got, or whatever. You can find something more holistic. People like sea moss and different things. It has a bunch of different minerals in it that our bodies need. So was it burdock root and different things, soursop or something. Look, there's a plethora of natural herbs and spices and all kind of things, plants that you can use if you don't want vitamins, and that's okay. Everything works differently for everybody. So whatever that works for you, research it, find out what works for you, and use it, baby, because you might need a detox if you're constantly smelling up and you're taking showers and baths like you should or whatever. But honey, please y'all get it together, and we want to have a good workout in the gym. We want to feel like, oh, we can stay in there for an hour, maybe two, and just relax and do what we're doing. You know, enjoy our time in there in the gym, and you know, you need to breathe in there. Take deep breaths, you know, while you're doing your reps and your sets. Like, if you're stinking and I was gonna say funkin', like really stinking up the place, then you're disturbing our workout. Please don't do that, y'all, and don't embarrass. Some people might not be embarrassed, but I guarantee you, a lot of people would be embarrassed if they knew how they smelled. I think they would be embarrassed if they were called out. And I heard a person say, we need to bring back, they said we need to bring back, what, not embarrassment, God dog it. What is it called? It's not embarrassment, it's humiliation. And I'm like, well, I understand what they were saying. I don't think we should humiliate people. I don't like that. But I grew up in a time where, you know, my grandparents and their parents, they were more authentic, straight up. Didn't hold any bars. Even when they were sweet, grandma would be like, baby, you know, this and that, and then she would tell you in the sweetest way. But then I had another grandma. She loved us, loved us, do anything for us, but she did not hold back anything. So I know that, you know, you have to kind of be sensitive to people these days, and you shouldn't be mean to people. I don't think we should be mean to people at all, but I'm not the most sensitive person. But you know, you build these, you know, these walls and different things, so maybe, you know, you build that personality based off of the toughness, the tough love that you were given, or criticism when you grew up. So my generation had a lot of that. And there was no time for, you know, you could feel sorry for yourself, but nobody was feeling sorry for you. And that still stands, even though somebody not be speaking the truth to you. Sometimes the truth may hurt, but it can also allow us to grow. It's okay. If you receive some kind of constructive criticism from somebody, it's okay. Make it, let that be a challenge to you, and make you better, a better person, a better you, okay? Love, I just want to spread love to everybody, but we got to do better as far as hygiene, okay? It's very important. My grandma would call it out. My aunties would call it out. When we were kids, once we got to that point where we, you know, you're a cute little kid, you're a baby, you're a cute little kid. Even when you stink, it's not that stinky. It's like, oh, you stink, and it's kind of a cute stink. But when you get to that point where you are cutting up, you are, what is it called? Oh, y'all, I'm really sleepy, and I need to get in here and get back on this computer. You are offending our noses, our senses. It almost make you mad. Please don't go out in public and be stinky. Wash up under your arms, the down lower front. Get the washing down there. Take that towel and wash with some soap, and then, you know, you can rinse that out or whatever, and then put a little bit more soap or whatever with warm, you know, put the warm water in there and scrub, wash in the back area. Okay? If you don't do nothing else, do that before you come out and then take that towel, rinse it out, and you might want to put a little more soap on there, and then rinse it out again. Those who know, because you don't want that towel to be stinky and musty because you got that stuff on it, right? Your smell on there, like especially up under your arm, because sometimes we get stinky under the arm sometimes, but we don't want to allow that during the day. Like I said, they have wipes. They have wipes, y'all. They have body wipes. You got expensive wipes. You got cheaper wipes. Go get you some wipes. They go get you some wipes. Okay? If you can't get wipes or can't afford them or don't want, get you some alcohol and some cotton swabs or the cotton pads and put you some alcohol, or you can use peroxide, right? And soak it a little bit and then wipe up under your arms and wipe that area. The peroxide, the peroxide will be safer even if you want to kind of wipe, some areas down there, just add a little water and then you can kind of that area, and then of course use another whatever swab or two. Well, it would probably have to be the cloth swabs, like the bigger pads, and then you can do the back. But I'm trying to give y'all little tips here so you'll know. And then keep deodorant on you, okay? They make deodorant in all prices and ranges, from cheap to expensive, the travel size. So if you don't have a lot, hey, just put something on, okay? Do this, y'all. This is gonna help y'all out in life. You're gonna be so surprised. You might be surprised how many people start talking to you or come around you, because you're also gonna look neat, right? You're gonna start looking neat. Washing your clothes when they need washing. Some people wash clothes. They don't wear clothes more than once. They wash clothes every single day. Everybody didn't do that. Some people wash clothes once a week. Some people got a bunch of clothes. They might wash clothes once a month. They got a bunch of clothes and they might have like 2 baskets. And then they might with jeans and pants, you can spray a little Febreze on them, because you might not be stinky, like you might not get stinky or sweat or anything like that, so you might be able to wear those, maybe like 3 times or maybe 4 if you rotating your clothes out. You got a number of jeans and pants and different things, Drex pants or whatever. Febreze them a little bit or whatever. Spray alcohol with some essential oil, lavender or tea tree or something like that, just to refresh them a little bit. But you're not stinky. You're not sweating. You start being a little stinky and sweating, you have to wash them, okay? I don't care if you hand wash your clothes. Wash them, okay? Try not to have stains and stuff on your clothes. They have literally like what are they, Dollar Trees and stuff, they literally have like I like OxyClean, so I didn't know that they had a version of that, and I think they actually have I have some name brand stuff at the Dollar Tree. I don't go in there for everything, but sometimes, like I was thinking for at work, I'm like, I'm not spending all my money on these nasty people at work, because there's some nasty people at work. And I was thinking, like, this bathroom, especially with the ladies, this is ridiculous. We gotta be cleaner than this, y'all. And because there's things that people get that they shouldn't even have to have. And I think it's because, people like, what is it, STIs? Maybe I'm wrong. If you are in a medical field and you know more than me, I haven't really done my research, but I think that a lot of STIs, or at least down, feminine downstairs area, or whatever, it could be, and they're not just with females, but just in general. But a female can house a lot of stuff if they don't take proper precaution, because they have a womb space. So and if you don't know what I'm saying, please do your research. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I think a lot of bacterial infections and all kind of stuff can be prevented if you just clean properly. Y'all, it's not that hard. Just do it. Just do it. It's not, you'll feel better. You'll feel cleaner. It's that commercial. This reminds me, feeling clean. Like, just think about that Charmin Ultra commercial where, the bear comes out of the bathroom, and it's like wiggling its hips and stuff, like, oh, I feel so clean. You'll feel like that. Like, after using the restroom. It's okay to use a wipe. It's okay to wipe yourself off downstairs, either the front part if that's what you did, or the back. After what you want to do is you're gonna use toilet paper. You can buy your own if you don't want to use the public one, which is probably better. Sometimes I use the public, but I'm thinking I want to bring my own more now. But yeah, use especially if you do the number 2, okay? And I'm not trying to be graphic, but unless we're not from this planet, we usually do the number 2, right? If somebody doesn't do the number 2 and they've been living a long life, let me know how you're doing it and being healthy. I would like to know. But if you do that, use the Charmin Ultra, no, use your toilet paper first, wipe in the back. And then once you get done wiping in the back a few times, maybe 2 or 3 times, right? You might have to, wipe 2 or 3 times. And what I'm saying is, you get a few, 1, 2, 3, what am I trying to say? Sheets around your hand, and then you wipe, right? Throw that in the toilet. You do that another time. Wipe, throw that in the toilet. You might have to do it another time. Throw it in the toilet, okay? And I'm not going to get graphic, but you should know when you have wiped enough. I just want y'all to use your brains and think about ways you should know how you wiped enough. Maybe you have to check the last piece of tissue just a little bit. It's your stuff, not trying to be nasty. You check, throw that in the toilet. You ain't got to touch it, nothing like that. If you need to clean a little bit more, get you another and wipe, right? And then you'll have 1 or 2 wipes, right? If you can, 2 wipes, right? You can take a wipe once, put it in the, that little disposable trash thing they usually have for women. Wipe again, put it in there, the disposable area. And then you should be clean enough until you get home. And then you got to take a shower. You've done your duty. You got to take a shower. Okay? Do y'all understand me? Because it's a people out here, and I'm especially with women, y'all, we have to do better. It's not just because I'm picking on women, because we're made a certain way. We can house bacteria and other things, to me, faster and more often than a man can, because the way he is made. He is not as exposed as we are. Please, ladies, take care of yourself. It's very important for your health, okay? And if you have a baby, your future baby's health, okay? It's very important. We have to have good hygiene, okay? There's no... How can I say this? This is another thing that I am grateful for. If you can afford to have toilet paper, buy toilet paper, buy wipes, buy soap. You can be the cheapest soap, I don't care. Soap, washcloth, have some lotion and deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste. It may be a brush or a comb. It can be cheap just to get started. that's a major start, okay? Be thankful because there are some people in this world right now that are probably on the streets right now. They can't afford that stuff and they would love to have it. Imagine women once a month, and some people, for whatever other health reason, they're going on for weeks at a time, just, with the menses, the cycle, right? Imagine if a woman was on the street and they don't have access to any of that or whatever it could be. It could be a natural disaster, whatever, and they don't have access to that. And then imagine how they're smelling. Even if this person wants to be hygienic, they don't have access to it. Now, I want you to be thankful to be able to have access, have the funds for pads. I don't care. Like I said, if you have to go to the Dollar Tree. In the Dollar Tree, y'all need to. I don't go over there a lot. It's rare. Probably maybe twice a year or something like that. Maybe. But I don't know, Walmart or whatever, but the Dollar Tree has they have a lot of different things you can make work. If you like more organic stuff, like that means you have a lot of variety. You got some money in your pocket. If you want more natural stuff, they have what are those? The panties for that time of the month or whatever. So you can reuse those. You can reuse them, but you have to clean them. You can get you one or two, maybe every month if you're trying to be on a strict budget. One or two every month. Collect you up a gang of them. So you can have about 10 or 12 on hand. That way, you can switch them out. And I think y'all, and you can, if you can't afford pads, cloths, like they back in the day, yeah, they had cotton and stuff like that. But just think, y'all, how grateful you are, because I know you're grateful when you hear this. Think about our grandma. What were they using then? Have you ever asked yourself? I looked at a video of some of the stuff that women used way back, like maybe 1800s, 1700s, doing their menses. I want you to think about hygiene back then. I bet you most of those people did the best that they could with what they had. And things weren't as advanced as they are now. Some things were better because it was more organic. Air conditioning wasn't really a thing. So just think about how much people might have been sweating. And then, with sweat can come some funk. But if we take a shower before we go out and, let's say it's the summer, you're going to different festivities or festivals outside, they're fun, you're hanging out with friends, take a shower before you go. You're probably going to sweat. But while you're sweating, you will still give off a really good aroma because, first off, you're eating better, right? You can drink fruit juice. Try to make it as organic as possible, I would say, but you can drink a little fruit juice here and there. Best to drink water, with some minerals, whatever electrolytes. You can make a natural electrolyte water. They have more available electrolyte powders and different things. You just have to read the ingredients, see what, you can put up with, or, what suits you. Electrolytes with little to no sugar. I'm big on it. You will look better as you get older if you try to stick to 5 grams or below on sugar, y'all, a day intake. If it's not, I think you can have, depending on your health, right? You can have just about as much fruit, like just biting into fruit or juicing. But I think they say biting into the fruit and the foods are better because your body recognizes the fruit versus if you puree it or juice it, your body will recognize it, but it has to kind of say, what is this? Like, I don't know if your brain has to process it and be like, I'm drinking it and it's like, okay, what is this? Seems familiar. What is this? Is it an apple? Is it this? Is it orange? Is it this or that? And then finally your body's going to start processing everything. And it's like, oh, okay, that is an apple. Okay. But the process is kind of thrown off just a little bit. Maybe if I'm wrong, I don't mind a little criticism. Just tell me. You don't have to say you're wrong. Whatever you want to say. You can give me feedback, but that's kind of what I understood from it. But I will say with the juicing and, smoothie puree, I love me some smoothies. I haven't gotten to juicing yet, but I like me some juices. I just love sweetness from fruits. So I'll probably give that a try. Later on this year, maybe. But yeah, y'all, drinking either juice or fruit and eating more fruits and veggies. If you don't like fruits that much, you got to eat your veggies for sure. And drinking water, coconut water, watermelon, whatever, this watermelon, stuff like that. And, get it a bunch of it throughout the day and you'll smell better. And so you'll be doing that. You're going to take your shower before you come out of the house. Get your whole entire body heated up in the shower. It don't have to be hot, but a little warm. And then you can cool down. Cool your body down with a cool rinse with cool water towards the end so you won't sweat as much. And just, when you put your oil and your lotions on, just while you're doing that, you can just air out, let your pores kind of simmer down a little bit, close up a little bit. And then take your time, put your clothes on and stuff. And that way you won't just be sweating all over the place. Because when you get out of the shower and you immediately, put whatever your lotion on and slap your clothes on, you're going to be sweaty. Not stinky, but sweaty. So yeah, or moist, like your skin will still be moist. So yeah, I think I gave y'all enough that I could think of because I just try to give y'all whatever I can think of. Once something crosses my mind, I try to do a video within a few hours. So yeah, I hope y'all like it. This is about, I'm gonna call this smelling, I don't know, smelling good number 2, smelling good too. Smelling good too. How about that, y'all? All right, y'all have a good day. Like, comment, and subscribe. I might come back later. If something comes to mind, I will talk to y'all. All right, Princess Diana, like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. And thank you for my subscribers.